They said the angels of death would save us. We believed them. When the sky burned over Vethros Prime, I looked up and saw them descend, towering giants of ceramite and faith, their armor gleaming like shards of holy fire. Children cheered. Old men fell to their knees in prayer. For the first time in years, we felt hope, but hope is a dangerous thing in the Imperium of Man, because when the Space Marines arrived, they did not come for us, they came because of us. I am Terran Vale, once a simple Hab worker, now a survivor of the Angel's mercy, and this is the story of how I learned what it truly means to live under the Emperor's protection. It began on the 5th day after the cult uprising. The city of Harrowspire was burning, chaos sigils scrawled on walls, traitors screaming praises to dark gods. We, the civilians, were trapped between madness and faith. When the Thunderhawks came, their engines roared like the voice of the Emperor himself. Massive dropships cut through the storm clouds, leaving trails of fire and smoke. From their holds emerged gods of war, Space Marines of the Ultramarines chapter, clad in cobalt blue and gold. Their leader, Captain Decimus Vero, stood twice the height of any man, his voice a calm storm. By the Emperor's will, this city will be purged. The soldiers of the PDF bowed in reverence, and we civilians cried with joy. We thought they had come to protect us, but to the Astartes, protection means purity, and purity demands sacrifice. The Marines began their work with precision. They hunted the cultists without mercy, each bolt or shot tearing through walls, each explosion shaking the earth. But when the smoke cleared, they did not stop. Whole Hab blocks were sealed off. Those who had lived too close to corruption were lined up for questioning. A single wrong word, a single trembling hesitation, and the angels turned their wrath upon them. I saw a mother beg for her child's life. The Marine listened in silence, his expression unreadable behind his helm. Then, with mechanical calm, he said, "The taint runs in blood." And the bolter spoke for him. We watched in horror as justice became slaughter, as salvation became fear. That night, I found shelter beneath a shattered shrine, alongside others who still believed the Emperor would see their hearts. I wanted to hate the Marines. But how could I? They were the Emperor's chosen. If they deemed us unworthy, perhaps we were. Still, when I looked at the burning city, I couldn't stop wondering how much of humanity was left in those who claimed to fight for it. Days turned into weeks. The cleansing of Harrowspire continued. We scavenged what little food we could find, hiding in tunnels as the angel's footsteps shook the ground above. One evening, I saw him again, Captain Vero. He stood alone in the ruins of the cathedral, his armor stained with ash and blood. I don't know what compelled me, but I stepped out of hiding. Why? I asked him. Why kill those who only wished to live? He turned to face me, his voice quiet but heavy as stone, because mercy breeds corruption. You think you understand purity, child, but you do not see the truth. The moment we falter, chaos wins. Better 1,000 innocents burn, than one heretic survive. I wanted to scream at him. To tell him that we were not heretics. That we prayed, we obeyed, we believed. But his words crushed me like gravity itself, and then, something unexpected happened. He removed his helmet, his face was scarred, his eyes tired, haunted. Not a monster, but a man who had seen too much. Do you think we enjoy this? He said. Every world we save dies a little inside us. Every innocent we kill, another wound we can never heal. We are the Emperor's instruments, not his children. Our duty is to kill hope, so that mankind might live. For the first time, I saw it, the curse of the Astartes. Not rage, not pride, but endless duty. The loss of self. When the cleansing ended, only a few hundred of us were left. The Marines gathered the survivors and ordered us to rebuild, to be strong, to thank the Emperor for our purification. Captain Vero stood before us, helmet in hand, and said, "You will endure. That is your duty to him, as ours is to bear the sin." Then they left, like storms fading into silence. The city of Harrowspire was nothing but ruins and graves. But we lived, and somehow, I understood, the Space Marines do not treat civilians as we wish to be treated, they treat us as the Imperium demands, tools of survival, flesh of faith. To them, mercy is a weakness, and love is a luxury long lost to war. Yet I remember that moment, when the captain looked at the ruins and whispered words meant for no one to hear. "Forgive us, Father. We know not how else to save them." And I realized, perhaps the angels of death are not cruel because they wish to be, but because in the Imperium of Man, cruelty is the last form of love that remains. In the grim darkness of the far future, there is only war, and even salvation demands blood.